Hey Doc, I am celebrating. That's why I look so sparkly. Stethoscopes and Strollers is 1 year old, and I am so excited. I am excited. I am grateful that I created this platform and that you continue to come back every week and listen. I've released over 60 episodes, had amazing, amazing guests, have 18 five-star reviews, and Stethoscopes and Strollers is a top 5% podcast that is in the world. FYI, of all the podcasts that exist, this one is top 5%. And that is because of you. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am for that, how proud that I have created this thing that people listen to every day, get inspired by, grow from. It is amazing to create something from nothing, to be consistent and to love it. Like I love making this podcast and I wanted to thank you for listening, for rating, for reviewing, for sharing. Anytime somebody messages me and says, "Oh my gosh, this was a good episode," or shares it in a Facebook group, it means the world to me. And I am very, very grateful and I'm very excited. And I was just thinking back to when I decided to start the podcast. I'd been coaching for a couple months at that point, and I was talking to my coach, and she's like, not now, because I know you probably don't have the capacity for this, but you should think about starting a podcast. And I was like, You should say that," because I have been thinking about starting a podcast as well, because I have a lot to say. And Dr. Una, my business coach, has always said we have to have an HQ, a headquarters for all of your ideas and all of the value you provide to your audience. And that is not social media, because as you know, you do not own what you put on social media. Spend all this time on videos and posts and all of that, but Mark owns Facebook. He owns Instagram and everything that's on there. I can't remember the guy's name who owns TikTok, but you don't own any of that. They can shut down your account like that. And that's it. Like all your data is gone, all your content is gone. If that's the only way that you reach your clients, that's it. So you have to have a place where people can come and get value and hear what you have to say and engage with you and know you. That's what this is. This is all of me. And you all know it is a lot of information. Probably that, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be putting out on a public platform, but here we are. So I had that teaching from Dr. Una. So when I started coaching and I realized that this is it. I am in my new zone of genius. This is the second calling. And I've always had a lot to say. I have many soapboxes. So it was in me to start a podcast. But I was just like, it's just a thought. So when my other coach, Alexandra, said, yeah, you should think about it in the future, I was like, I'm ready. Let's do it. So literally from the time we had that conversation to the time this podcast came out was maybe like 6 weeks. Because when I decide to do something, that's it. Massive action. That is my nature. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was lucky enough. Well, let me not even call it luck. That was another massive action thing that I did, was to engage my current coach, who is my coaching mentor, the person that I engaged to help me be a better coach, to grow my skills so that I can serve you better. Because I knew I would need guidance and mentorship and support and growth. At this point, I'm addicted to personal growth. And this was a new venture for me. It felt natural and like the natural next step, but it was still new. And I hold coaching certifications in no regard. So when I met this woman and I heard her coach somebody else, and I knew that she did coaching certifications herself in the past. I was like, I want you. So no, it was not luck that I had her to guide me. It was intention, purpose, and determination. And it enabled me to go from idea to launch in a very short period of time and to make it a very successful launch because she just basically told me what to do. It was so easy, right? Like she doesn't do that all the time, as any good coach does. Like, there's a lot of questions and guiding me to see what's inside and all of the things. But sometimes she's like, this is what you do. Do this, this, and this. And that's how it was for this podcast. She gave me all of the steps, not just to launch it, but to launch it well. And it was an amazing success. And she also gave me the freedom and the permission to make it exactly what I wanted it to be and not what I thought a podcast should be, which is why so many of my episodes are short. It's awesome you saw a podcast that had 5-minute episodes, right? That's why I release more than one episode sometimes. It's why I didn't feel any type of way about releasing the interview episodes on Sundays and then regular episodes on Wednesdays and then changing my mind because this is my thing that I pour myself into, but it's mine and I can do whatever I want with it. And there's freedom and power in that. And that's the foundation that was laid when we set out to launch this thing, this beautiful podcast, Stethoscopes and Strollers. And it's a little bit surreal. Anytime somebody messages me and says, yeah, I listened to this episode and, it really spoke to me, it's just like, for real? You're going to listen to me? There's still a little bit of that. And I don't think that will ever go away. I don't want it to. It's not that I don't see the value of what I'm doing here or anything like that. It's still like, wow, I am changing lives in this way, right? I'm giving this value because everything I tell y'all is what I tell my clients. Like, you have it all here on this podcast. I give of myself completely as Dr. Toya, as the coach for physician moms, because I want you all to have this. I want you all to be able to navigate medicine and motherhood without martyrdom. I want all of us to choose ourselves first and to choose peace and to build the village, paid and unpaid. I want us all to enjoy our marriages, even if you have small kids. I want this for all of us as physician moms. And that's why I will continue to record these episodes and put them out because I know that I can reach all of you. And I know that you're going to share this episode and share the podcast. And I know that after you're done listening, as a celebration of 1 year of Stethoscopes and Strollers, you are going to go to Apple Podcasts and actually write a review. It could be as short as these episodes. Say, I love Dr. Toya on this podcast. Leave a 5-star rating. If you don't listen on Apple Podcasts and you can't actually type anything, just click those 5 stars because it will help other physician moms hear these messages and get the permission to put themselves first and to own that they are the number one person in their life. Help them become the CEO of their lives. Help them be okay with feeling supported and to know the joy and the peace that comes with that and the confidence to own what they want and to know their desires and act on it. That's what you do when you share this podcast. You help another physician mom in that way. So how could you not share it, Doc? How could you not leave a review? Help another physician mom. When the algorithms see that this podcast is being rated and 5 stars and it's being downloaded, they're like, oh, this must be good. Let me show it to other people. So more physician moms can be happier, less burnt out, less resentful, They could continue in their career in medicine. They can get the confidence to leave that toxic job. They can tell their office manager to go screw themselves and they're not working with that MA anymore. They can get support from their husbands. They can have more quality time with their children. They can get a weekly massage if that's what they want. And those are things that we all deserve as some of the smartest, the hardest working women on the planet. Yes, I said on the planet. So I'm very excited to celebrate 1 year of Stethoscopes and Strollers. I am excited for you to hear this episode. I'm excited for you to rate it, review it, to share it, to download it, to post it on social media. These are more suggestions for all the things that you can do to celebrate 1 year of Stethoscopes and Strollers. Post, tag, put in your stories about how amazing this podcast is, and help me celebrate this amazing achievement. This something that came out of nothing in 6 weeks. And know that it is also for you to be inspired, not to create a podcast, but to do whatever it is that is inside of you, to follow that desire, to listen to the little voice that's like, yeah, I could start a podcast. I have a lot to say. To hear it, to own it, and to act on it, just like I did. And so I will see you on the next episode of this 1 year old podcast, Doc. Goodbye.